special. Maybe you can't be what you want to be. それぞれの答え見つかる。One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Mob Psycho 100. What makes it so special?
When did it come out? Like what year? Do you know?
What year did it? 2016, I think.
The first season.
No, the first season came out 2016. I think second season 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cause I don't think I watched it when it first came out.
I did. I think.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I did. Yeah.
I watched.
I rewatched it recently.
Yeah. When I watched it, I was like, it's okay. But
I'll
the
be- when I watched it the first time, I thought it was good, and then season 2, I thought it was really good too. But
Yes.
after rewatching it recently, you just pick up on more stuff, and I liked it a lot this time.
season 2 was 10 out of 10. The first season was like an 8 out of 10 to me.
Okay, I think that's fair. I would say a 9. No, I mean, you're probably right, probably an 8, but
The
I'm a little biased. I would say a 9 and then a 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10 for
The-
season 2.
animation for season 1 was too weird, and then season 2 they toned it down a little bit, which
Yeah,
I think helped.
yeah. I didn't mind the animation because I can accept
Or the-
weird animation, especially when the payoff is so high.
I guess the art style is what I meant, because they
Yeah.
had weird looking characters in the first season.
Yeah. I mean, it persists in the second one, but you're right, it is toned down a lot.
Mhm.
And then it all pays off because then they like hit you with like insanely good animation when the fight scenes happen.
Yeah.
When like certain things happen.
All the fight scenes are pretty incredible.
Insanely good.
Yeah.
So, Elephant in the Room. Is it better than One Punch Man? Because it's made by the same creator, and I think it is. I think it's better.
I know the manga for One Punch Man is popping off, so I don't know if we're counting that or not. But
I would say just count the show.
okay. Yeah.
I wouldn't say that means like One Punch Man isn't really good.
Yeah.
And important. I mean, it's definitely more important than Mob Psycho. I think, 'cause everybody talks about One Punch Man.
Yeah, it's
And
like
made, it's so impactful.
it's like basically One Punch Man, but as a child with psychic powers.
But I feel like it's One Punch Man, but with like an actual story.
Yeah, with
Because
the
One Punch Man does have a story, but it's mostly aimless.
yeah.
I feel
I've
like.
seen some of the recent stuff for One Punch Man, and it's more story focused, but I'm not super caught up. Like
Okay. Yeah.
I just saw like what people were talking about recently, and then I was like, okay, but I didn't like see what led up to that.
Yeah.
But I know people love it where it's at right now.
Okay.
But it's kind of unfair because Mob I think is finished.
Yeah, it is finished. Yeah.
So
I didn't read the manga for either one.
yeah, and season 3 at some point,
Yeah.
which
I
is
know season 3 for Mob Psycho is coming out real soon. They just dropped the trailer.
yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what's happened with One Punch Man.
One Punch-
anime.
yeah, nobody knows. I know after season 2 did kind of poorly. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on with that.
Yeah.
Alright, but on to Mob Psycho.
Yeah.
So like we said earlier, the animation, like I think it like the crappy style,
Mm-hmm.
like juxtaposed against the really intense, highly well animated stuff makes it
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
So it kind of works, I think, in that sense.
It definitely does. It's
Yeah.
got a relatable characters. Mob is
Yeah. we move on to
that
the
weird kid in
characters.
school, but he's nice. And his brother is jealous of his powers.
Well, that's that's what I like about the show a lot. I think that's the biggest thing that's good about it is the characters.
Yeah.
They all just work well together, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the super powered genius, like super talented dude.
Yeah.
But and I'm
He's
sorry,
humble
I'm being
with his powers and I forget, is it the Strength Club or something?
yeah. The damn, what is it called?
Yeah.
The Body Improvement Club.
Yeah.
that's what it was. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I would say the relationship between all the characters is simple, but they really effective. You know, they all really work together, and like it's like he's really strong but humble, but they really dive into that to the show.
Yeah.
And the brother, he's awesome in every way that Mob wants to be like him, but then he's actually jealous of Mob in reality.
Yeah.
And I think the way those relationships end up playing out throughout the show is also really, really well done. It's like the brother ends up getting powers, but then learning that it doesn't make him any happier, better than Mob.
Yeah.
You know, kind of gets over it. and then Reagan, the best character in the show for sure.
Yeah.
You know, even though he's using Mob, it's like he's still a good guy, and they just work well together.
Mob knows the whole time that he's faking it, but he goes along with it.
I love that.
It's nice.
Yeah, I like that a lot because in any other show, you'd be like, it'll just keep happening. He'll just keep getting abused. And it'd be like the punchline for the entire show. But in Mob, it isn't.
Yeah.
They actually progress. And all the characters actually grow.
There's a lot.
In a way, you were going to say.
A lot of character development. It's pretty much nothing but character development.
Exactly. That's what I love about it, the characters.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, a lot of character development, while it's not detracting from like what the show is. Like, we know that they all grew in this way, but then the show can still go on being a slice of life like it has all the time. You know? Really genuine.
Yeah.
Guess we can move on to the music. What do you think of the music? Let's get that out of the way.
I don't remember most of the OST because I haven't rewatched it, but I like the openings.
Yeah, the opening's solid. I mean, it's literally made for the show.
Yeah.
The one that always sticks in my mind is like, I don't know if it's a bagpipe or whatever, but it's like a really whiny noise whenever battles is happening.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
That's the only one that sticks out to me. Like, I'm sure there's more, but that's the one that sticks out a lot. And the music's fine.
Yeah.
I would say it's like revolutionary or nothing.
Yeah. Did it have an ending song? I don't think it did. There was no.
I literally just watched it and I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, I don't think there was.
I can't remember.
I think it was just an opening.
Maybe, yeah.
I did watch with the dub and sub because I remember when we watched it at Vegas house, we watched it in dub because of Joe.
Nah, dude, I rewatched it the dub this time. I must have watched the sub the first time. I just can't really remember, but I think the dub is perfect. It's fine.
They're both good.
Yeah.
The one of the few animes where the dubs.
Yeah,
listenable, watchable.
Yeah. No, I think it's more than watchable. I think it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
My view is like if the dub is good, then you don't need to watch the sub.
Yeah.
I guess it depends. Sometimes I'll be like, depending on the type of show it is. Like if it's a super Japanese show, like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of Japanese culture and like history, and I like Japanese culture, but most of the time I'll lean to dub if it's good enough. It's not always true, you know that.
I actually think dubbed animes are pretty much getting better.
You think they're there?
Because I think like only the main stuff gets dubbed anyway, so they're gonna get good people to voice actor. Yeah,
that's a good point. Yeah, probably.
Because like Emma J's is good.
Wait, what'd you say? What was good?
My Hero, yeah, My Hero,
yeah,
is good dub, and that's newish. And I can't think of anything else.
There's something I can't think of it, but it was something I watched that was kind of popular, the dub, and I didn't like it. I felt like the voices were just generic man, generic main character. I have a perfect voice. Like, nah, that didn't fit the character. That's the one problem with the dubs is that they sometimes don't get the point of the character, you know.
Yeah.
But not for Mob. Mob is pretty perfect.
And
then another point I want to point out is the mixed media. I love that in the show. So when they show like pencil drawings or like claymation randomly. They don't show claymation in Mob, but stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like you get the regular animation and then they show other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love when they do that. And they do that a lot in Mob, especially when he becomes Berserk mode.
Yeah, when might be going back a little far, but when the show first starts and you think it's going to be about them fighting ghosts, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's only for like the first few episodes, and then it goes to actual characters, which kind of subverts your expectation a little bit in the beginning.
Yeah. And honestly, I was even looking at other people's comments on the show, and some of them were like saying that's kind of what turned them off on the show at first.
Yeah.
They were expecting it to be like that, but then it turned out to be a lot more interesting than that.
Yeah.
So I could see that being a thing, but yeah, that is what happens. But then it turns into its own thing, better thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I was saying about the mixed media, like, there's so much different art styles and stuff. I think it's just awesome. It just really showcases what animation is. So, like, you know the moments when, for instance, when they fight that, the super strong psychic who killed himself?
Yeah.
After become powerful?
Yes.
Like, the intensity, you can really feel it when they draw him.
That's, my favorite part of that season.
Yeah.
Which that season was the whole way through was great.
Yeah, definitely. Feel intensity. I love when they do that.
I feel like you really like wacky art styles because I know you like. Did you watch the Ping Pong, the animation?
I did.
Yeah. I feel like you like the exaggerated.
I love it.
Art
I love
styles.
Exaggerated shit. Yeah. Because like, what's the point of animation if you're not gonna have fun with it?
Yeah.
In my view.
Yeah.
Honestly, I guess that is a good preference to say that. I like that stuff because a lot of modern anime, I'm like, I don't even want to look at this. It's so boring. Is the way I see it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But I mean, that's not fair because if you actually watch the shows, I'm sure they have great stories and stuff, but they're not visually appealing. Because like, I was even watching something about Mob, and it was like, in Mob, the animation style, because you see how simplistic the characters are, they can do a lot more expressive stuff because it takes a lot less work to actually draw the characters, so they can do, like, you know, the classic scene of Mob running and he's all tired. Yeah, like, you can only really do that with Mob because of how simple he looks. To do that with like a regular anime character would require a lot more work. So that's, I mean, I think that looks better than classic anime.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure I don't think everybody agrees with. Most of the world probably doesn't even agree with because most anime looks like how it looks. But
yeah, that's
I mean, a little bit of a hater.
Another discussion for another time.
Yeah.
Yeah. The what I like to call the Avengers scene when some of the enemies from the first season turn good guys in the second season. They're fighting the guy that can was it teleport? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
pretty awesome.
Amazing.
Really like a redemption arc. That's another point towards like the character building. You know, all the characters matter, even the super side characters come back.
They even gave the Body Improvement Club something to do with Dimple.
They did. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah. And they were talking about like nothing. Physical muscles are better than spiritual muscles or whatever. So psychic muscles.
Send good messages.
I guess
to the
we can
world.
go on to like the actual main plot. What do you think of that? What do you think of the actual plot of the story? I guess it's mostly a slice of life.
Yeah. Trying to think of how I would describe the plot.
Yeah, I would say it's like a slice of life, but then there are crazy things that happen though.
Yeah. It's like things happen to Mob. He's not like the one that actually does anything. He's just reacting to what everyone else does to him.
Yeah. That's absolutely what it is, yeah, because he's not going out his way to do things, but then it's like the bad guy comes to him.
Yeah.
Like they're doing their own thing and it's Mob's job to clean up.
Yep. It's actually what happens.
Yeah. I would say, what would you say Mob is the best character, or who would you say is? I think my thing is that Mob is very relatable. That's one of the things that draws me to the show.
They're all
like
pretty great characters. Because
I'd say my favorite is Reagan though, because I just like that.
Everyone likes
fake charisma. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'd say Mob. I was trying to think of all the other characters, but I'm like, yeah. Mob is great.
And what they do a lot in the show is they like dive into how he thinks and like why he'll go about, like even with his powers. I like that a lot. It's all based on emotion.
Yeah.
So then it would dive into why he's doing this time, like in the end of season 1, where his final hurrah is that he gives his power to Reagan to win the battle. Like that's beyond subverting expectations. You know what I mean? That's awesome. That's what I love about it. Like any other anime, he would just become like crazy, can't control his powers, just destroy everybody. But nah, they didn't do that.
Which they show it though a little bit when he's fighting. Is it Teru? I was trying to think of his name. In the first season, the blonde-haired kid.
Oh yeah, it is Teru.
Where he blows up the whole school pretty much.
Yeah.
But he's so sad.
But then he feels guilt for it.
Yeah.
And then he literally cries the school back into place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome scene.
And then, the show's full of that stuff. Just like the changing. What do you think of the I guess the last boss he fought, the guy who was trying to take over the world or whatever?
I like it. Not my favorite fight in the or resolution, because he just kind of gets too strong and kind of
just
almost self-destructs himself until Mob does.
Literally, I feel like this must have been it, but it gave me exact vibes from. You saw Hunter x Hunter, right?
Yeah.
You remember when spoiler alert, I guess, but when the old guy is like about to stab his heart and the two of them are gonna die. Yeah. Gave me vibes of that when they were in the little before it turned into a broccoli. Yeah.
He got too strong and was about to self-destruct, which is but it's still fun.
Yeah. The best fight is definitely, you said earlier, that dude, the guy who killed himself, but with psychic. Yeah.
Because it had a lot of emotion behind it. In the art, the direction that they directed that episode was super good, really good.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
It was lovely. And he even did the little bars on top to make it like cinematic.
Yeah.
That was awesome. But yeah, it's a great show. I would say it's an 11 out of 10. My seal of approval. and honorable mention. All of it. I love it.
Yeah.
It's the anime of our generation. No, maybe not that far. It's a little too far.
Yep. As a season 1 and 2, 10 out of 10. Hopefully season 3, haven't read the manga, is also good, which I feel like it will be.
Yeah, I don't see it not being. I'm happy that it's over, because you know how sometimes these shows go.
Yeah.
They outstay their stay.
I think I heard it was more like slice of lifey, not much action, but I could be wrong.
Okay,
for season
personally,
3.
I wouldn't be upset with that, but it would be nice if there's like growth. I'm sure there's growth in characters.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing we didn't touch on was the humor.
Oh yeah.
It's actually, I think it's a pretty funny show. You know. It's not like slap your knee, laugh out loud, but it just has a lot of like little things that you actually find humorous.
All the things, basically any scene with Reagan and swindling people.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. And then even like the physical humor, they do a lot of like their actions and the things they do, the expressions they make.
Yeah.
Like the one scene that I remember well, I think it was season 1, where the the club right before the self-improvement club, the one that Mob was about to join.
Oh yeah, the psychic
thing,
something like that.
Or aliens or something, or something like that. Like they're going around looking for someone to recruit, and they're like slowly getting deteriorated. Each time they're like, "Hey, no, I'm not joining. That's weird." They keep talking to people, and they're like, "Yeah, no, I'm not joining that weird club." And each time they're getting like their body's getting physically like weaker and weaker, and at the end it's like they turn to zombies.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Like a quick scene.
Yeah, when the Mob actually said no to them, I was surprised.
That was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
The show does that a lot. Like it just does the other thing, the better choice.
Yeah.
very unpredictable, but not like bad.
Mm-hmm.
Not just unpredictable for unpredictable sake. Actually, oh wow, he didn't do that. He went through the other option.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's humorous but still serious, and
Yeah.
great show.
Trying to think if there's anything else.
That's all I could think. I mean, watch it. You should rewatch it yourself.
I have so many things.
I know. It's a special show, though.
Yeah, it's really good. If somehow hasn't seen it,
I know,
watch
right?
it. Yeah.
There's bound to be people, because I don't hear a lot of talk about it. But to be fair, nowadays people watch things and then they just forget about it. So,
Yeah.
it's not that they don't say it's not good. It's just
Yeah.
forget about it.
I'm pretty sure it's popular. It's just not talked about as much, which is a lot of things.
Yeah, exactly. Hey man, I think we've talked about this before, but there's too many options nowadays.
Yeah.
Too many good options. There's too much good stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's extra good. Oh, you know what it is for me? This gives me exactly what I want from this kind of anime. Like, fine main character, but I'm into that whole he's super strong, but reserved. So you got your shonen pretty much, really powerful main character.
Mm-hmm.
You got your a little bit of slice of life, but it's actually really well crafted.
Yeah.
You know.
Which One Punch Man also does kind of well.
Mm-hmm.
At least from what we've seen from the anime, but...
And in goofy animation.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
One Punch Man, I wouldn't say is that goofy.
Yeah, it's mostly Saitama being the goofy one, and then everything else is super serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was going to say something, but I forgot.